No trades today. Very frustrating. Let's jump right into it. Hey, welcome back. Um, Quite frustrating week for me. Actually, I'm losing money. I was break even on Monday, and on Tuesday I had two losers. Psychologically very bad. Yesterday I did not have any trade. Today I did have some areas, but internals were not aligned. Dollar was not there. I was personally not there. I think there were a lot of opportunity for me to trade my system and profit off of the move, because today, if you see, it was very volatile. Even though, yes, the markets are up. Like RTY, at the time that I'm recording this video, RTY is plus 1%, and Q is close to 0.80%. The ES is 1.2%. And you ask this question, Nana, how can you not have taken any trades? And I do feel very frustrated. Um, Now, the positive side of this frustration is that today could have easily be a day where I could have lost a lot of money, and I didn't. Right? No trades. I think is one step up in my psychology. Um, because I rather missing a trade than taking a bad trade. Right? So I have been very picky. I have to accept that, choosing cherry picking my trades, but it is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes, and that's one thing that I'm working on. Right? So far the month I'm up for the month, but not much. I didn't trade the first week. I was on vacation. Then last week I made a little bit of money, not much. This week I'm losing money, not much either. All right, so I just wanted to review the opportunities that I could have missed. And I do talk in this tone hypothetically because I could have taken some trades and I didn't because of the overall plan alignment, and there was no alignment for any of my trades. So I don't want to question my system. Is a pretty um, reliable system, at least for myself, my psychology. But but yeah, I need to accept that I could have taken some more trades, right? All right, so this is the pre-market, and the market opened up here. It went up a little bit and then started to go down very sharply, right? I did spot this formation, right? And in this test, this is not the test, the retest that validates my zone, but this one, all right? I would have not gotten filled even though even if I tried, because right now the risk for me has to be around that, right? So the area worked the first time, but I couldn't trade this area, right? But look, is in a good location, right? Broke this pivot. It created a drop based drop with retest and sharp move down, like this one, this one, this one. Now here would have been my entry. I didn't take it, which is fine. All right, next is this area. I spot this pivot here. Um, this one, this is the retest that validates my area. No pullback. We will check what happened later. But here, no possible entry, right? Then when the tick chart and the no, the ADQD was never aligned, by the way. ADQD was never aligned. That's my comment with this is a day that I could have lost a lot of money, because when the ADQD was aligned, pulling back, this was the only area that I could have taken, which I didn't take because I didn't have it. This is my brother's Beto's zone. He took this trade, and he was around 2.5 to 1. Then he got stopped out +1, but that's his system, right? But I didn't have this area. Like this area, it looks fine. Like I completely missed it. Like here, look, and the way I could have drawn on it is like this, right? This is the validation. This is the another retest. And here will be the entry, perfect entry for me, but I didn't have it. I completely missed it, right? That's another part of you making mistakes, right? Um, all right, so coming back to the area that I had here, right? I could have gotten this trade, but limit order, that's another no-no. I didn't take it because the ADQD was like this. This was the ADQD. No pullback. Zero. Nada. I needed, for me to trade this type of zone, at least something, right? A pullback. No. ADQD was straight going down, and I come back to my comments. This is a very dangerous day for me, because when finally the the ADQD was okay. Finally, when the ADQD was doing this to a some to a area that I had here, right? It was this. It was all this, right? Fortunately, and I say fortunately, this happened, right? Meaning invalidated the whole area. So I didn't take it here, right? Here I could have made money, but here, no way, right? So now, regardless, I was planning this trade, and my target was towards this area, towards 400. We never got there. Um, so yeah. All right. So after this trade that I missed, and I missed it because of the ADD, right? This happened. My brother took the short. It worked fine, and then it started to reverse. No clear signal from ADD, right? ADD, let's check ADD right now. The ADD is actually, well, it came positive at 11:20, 11:27. So ADQD was positive around, around here, after this huge move happened, right? I was expecting to take this trade. I was ready to take it. I just had my trigger here. A tick chart and ADD were screaming up. Actually, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock was approaching to my blue box, right? But not only that, the ADQD was, the tick chart was screaming up, not even coming back down to the zero line. Like every time a zero. All right, this is a zero line retracement. This is a zero line retracement. This is a zero line retracement. I was like, there's no way this thing is gonna pull back, right? Regardless, this was not like a high quality area. Why? This people was created at 9 a.m. The people that I really was interested in was this one. Okay, so we never had a solid breakthrough, right? We broke down and then we came back real quick. Now, this area, same scenario. Now, I always say this. All right, you have an area, right? Um, that you are planning to short of. So if it gets violated and comes down, then you can go to the next one, right? But look at this. No comeback. No comeback. Here, not a solid break. Not a solid break. Now, remember, we're coming to the overnight high, right? And this is another thing. Call it however you want, but I was hesitating big time here. I thought, all right, I cannot take this thing long after we moved 200 points, right? But this is a perfect valid area. Perfect, right? Uh, Never came back, okay? This is another area of interest. Overnight high, came back to the overnight high and gone. Right now is at its highs at almost 3 in the afternoon, right? I want to take a look at this chart, the daily. I comment about this on the pre-market. This is an ascending triangle, a by the book setup, textbook setup. It came down, created two pivots, broke, and then came back down, and we had a huge rally yesterday, right? And today is just a continuation. I do think there's some supply up here. There's some supply up here. The next supply, high quality supply, is here. Next one is right here. Now, my experience in the market is that when negative news happen and the market goes up, that's a pretty bullish behavior, right? And a lot of traders are being burned out in this move because there's this false expectation that the market has to drop 50, 60, 70, 80%. And it doesn't have to. We had a very nice 30% drop, and we'll see what happens. But watching the big picture, after this change of behavior, is something that you can, think about and say, all right, so should I adjust my overall bias? Now, I've said this for a few days already. This is the weekly chart. It couldn't be more bullish. Like, this is the most bullish that you get. This picture right here, right? This is a drop based on a rally. We have had rallies, right? Now we have this. So we have this. This is not that it's a free path. Yeah, there's a lot of things in the way. But when buyers commit, remember, the market was designed to go up over time. Um, uh, the retracements, the corrections, they're short terms. They are short lived. The market was designed by design. The market has to go up. Oh, Franco, but how the market is gonna go up forever? Well, um, let's talk about the indexes. The indexes, at least the NQ is a basket of 100 companies, right? 100 stocks. If one stock is not performing well, they take it out. Like they took GE from the Dow. They put Walgreens, right? They took, I think, I don't know which one was the Tesla. Tesla was included in the S&P. Before it was another company. I think it was GE if I'm not mistaken, but you can correct me with that. I don't remember exactly. But they pick companies that are performing better, so the index performs better. That's it. It's plain and simple, right? This is a big picture. I have this thing. Um, we're approaching to this consolidation area. So next step is around here. Next stop for me is around here. And after that we have 13,200 around there, and then 13,600, right? Now with this, it doesn't mean that the market cannot just drop suddenly. Like, all it takes is one big seller or a lot of sellers to start selling. That's all we need, right? Also, I wanted to check the dollar chart. Certainly very hard to trade, at least for my system. I was expecting a long here, but forget it. It never came to this area, right? This is where the news happened. The GDP news report started to drop. Then this is the drop, and then here is where the market bottom. So it's not a clear correlation today. And I understand this happens. The market is not always correlated to the dollar. There are many moving parts involved in this. So I just wanted to point this out. Dollar was very hard to trade today. If we go to the daily, it is just is more bearish than bullish, right? Yeah, this supply is working just fine. But you cannot tell. The dollar behaves like this, sideways for a lot of days, 1-2 weeks, and then it suddenly just breaks out. Breaks up or breaks down. That's what we need to be aware of. Alright, so with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day, and next week we'll put the effort, the patience, everything that requires being a good trader, just to improve every day. And I just wanted to do this video because I need to accept my condition right now, which is you're hesitating, you need to improve, you need to get better, and just be very transparent with you guys. All right, if you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and share. You know the drill. That helps us with the YouTube algo. And thank you. Bye now.